And we are live. What is going on? And happy Turtles Tuesday, everybody.
Yep. Turtle Tuesday.
This is Turtle Recall, the news portion of the podcast. We are going to be the only news YouTube podcast that's not going to tell you that Zelda, Twilight Princess, and Wind Waker is coming on Switch like everyone else did.
We are going to tell you that Pikmin 4 is coming. So.
Pikmin 4 is coming. And you know what? As a huge Zelda fan, I am excited about Tears of the Kingdom. So that's just me. Like, I'm like, oh, I want more of that.
But I haven't beaten Breath of the
Wild. I have beaten Breath of the Wild like 3 times. I have all the Korok seeds, son.
I don't think I'm even off the plateau yet.
Oh man, no, I've always been a huge Zelda fan. So like, whatever Zelda game comes, I'm into it. But we do actually have some Ninja Turtle video game news that surprisingly did not make it to either Nintendo or Sony's a thing today. Which, it's just I'm hoping that it's like that, that news is not going to be as overhyped that I'm making it out to be. But before we get into it, this Thursday is the full audio podcast, and this Thursday we have a special guest. We have Kevin Eastman coming us as we are going to be talking about the episode Farewell Lotus Blossom, and we are finally going to find out from the man himself if Lotus and Karai are any chance related. And definitively, exactly. And I know you guys had released a new episode, and you had an even better guest in your guys' episode today.
It was all right. We covered 3 more episodes of the classic 1987 series, and some schmuck filled in on our show. No, but if you haven't listened to it yet, Jason was a guest on my podcast.
That's
right. About what were our 3 episodes? Raphael Drives Them Wild.
Splinter Vanishes, and
Beyond the Donatello Nebula.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Mike was like,
Mike said we need someone to cover focus episodes, and I said, I'm your man.
Yep. That is actually literally what our DM said. So, no, but huge thank you to Jason again for stepping in, filling in for Keith. That episode dropped today. Go check it out.
Yes, definitely go check it out. It is one of those rare weeks where you get to hear me in 2 podcasts. You guys will love it. You guys either love those weeks, or you guys are like, man, I love Ninja Turtle podcast. I just hate listening to Jason. Also, speaking of listening to Jason, we did post our Dragon Con panel. It is live right now. If you guys want to go to Dragon Con, or if you just want to hear me talk about Ninja Turtles for an hour, it is up for your viewing pleasure. And
I did watch it too. So
you didn't watch it?
I did.
Oh, you did? Oh, wow. Thanks.
I had it on in my background while I was playing World of Warcraft.
Hey, that's the perfect time. Me as background noise, it should be like wherever where I should be. But yeah,
it worked.
So. Yeah. And I will say, anyone who came out and saw me in the panel, thank you so much. I had a really great time. It was nice coming back to Dragon Con. It was nice doing the panel again. And apparently, I found this after I did Dragon Con. Like, the big panels, they required everyone to wear masks, but like my panel, like, no one like cared. So, and apparently, like, they wanted to make sure that the celebrities like were protected and they didn't get like sick, but like me, they're like, I was a casualty. Like, I was like, no, we rather people be comfortable and to watch you, and instead of like, I was like, oh, okay, I appreciate that.
Typical.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, that was fun. So yeah, definitely check those stuff out if you haven't, and let's go ahead and get started with this week's news. Not too much going on. We do get some new products, and the first product I do want to talk about is this literally just got announced today, uh, and that the loyal subjects are have released GameStop exclusives of the 16-bit arcade turtle. So basically, this is the BST AXN line, the same molds that we've seen. Like for the past year, 2 years, I don't know, I can't remember how long this line has gone now.
Well, it's only been a year.
Yeah. This is like another variation that we have. But if you wanted them video game decoed, you got them video game decoed.
And I kind of like these. I personally think that the paint job is better than the the NECA arcade ones.
I
Uh,
agree with you. Yeah.
like these create more of a 16-bit look.
Right.
Um, I think the problem is that they're the same sculpts as like they've been using for the past year, which are heavily based on SSH Figure Arts figures, which are already fantastic figures, and these are very much budget versions of those.
Yeah.
But yeah, these I think we talked about it before when like that shadow
Right.
pack that's also exclusive to GameStop.
No, that one's exclusive to Walmart.
Oh, but you can pre-order it on GameStop.
You can?
Yep.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. The shadow ones were. I'm sorry. The shadow ones were. They were actually SDC exclusives. Yeah, and then they probably like whatever excess ones they give it to GameStop, because I've seen that a lot.
Yeah.
It was the Shadow Shredder. The Shadow Shredder was exclusive to Walmart. That's what.
But yeah, these are. I like them, and everybody's been giving me heat today about it.
Man, people shouldn't be giving you heat. People should not be giving you heat for the stuff you like. I mean,
yeah, like we all like different things.
Ninja Turtles. Yeah, first is first. We all like Ninja Turtles. We all like toys. There's no reason to be like, oh man, you suck for liking this version.
Yeah, and it's like figures appeal to people who remember Turtles. Like that's really the most important thing. Like,
Right.
Some dude's gonna pick this up and be like, "Oh, I remember this. I remember the arcade game from my NES." He's gonna pick it up and then he's gonna go buy the Cowabunga collection and play with his kid.
Exactly.
That's the memory that we want to create.
That's the memory we definitely want to create. And I can actually tell you, as having a son who's like now old enough to play with games with controllers, like playing the Cowabunga collection with him is really fun. Like we did not the arcade, we did the Super Nintendo version of like Turtles in Time, and he was really enjoying it, even though like he kept seeing Cowabunga, or not no Shell Shock, and he would just laugh as like he sees the turtle on the ground, and I'm like, yep, as long as you're having fun, kid, that's all that matters.
There you go.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, as Mike said, like they're just decoed with the pixel paint, and there's really that's really like the only difference. That like they come with the same accessories. So I mean, the way I feel about these BST AXN figures is that like I don't need like every paint job on it. I have like the black and white ones with the battle damage, just because I thought that was a cool like design, and like so I'm just content with that one. But I do like the packaging on this one a lot, and like if they ever go on sale or clearance, because it is GameStop, and GameStop is like, if something doesn't sell within like 3 months, they'll go and put it like for $5. But if that happens, I'll probably pick
the regular ones are currently on sale for 15.
Oh wow. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Actually, when I was
GameStop doing their 25% off sale.
Yeah, because I saw that when I was like getting these pictures, because I got it straight from the GameStop website. Yeah. So yeah, like more likely these will hit sale at some point, and I'll probably get them just for the box art because I actually really like the box art on this, and that I think that's something the loyal subjects is really good at with these figures is like making like with these cool like box art kind of
Yeah, I
stuff.
agree.
Yeah, um, and but yeah, they're out there basically. If, like at this point, if you're interested in the loyal subjects line, you have many options to pick for the same mold. And there if you want to get all the molds, go at it. If or all the paint jobs, you go at it. Or if you find like that one, you're like, oh, I have to have this one, whether it be the shadows or the 16-bit. Apparently, they're also making 8-bit in the future. Go for it.
I would love to see our ones decoed like the first NES game. And so like their stomachs and chests would be painted in their color.
Oh yeah. Oh, of course. We got. We have
Like
to.
I would love to see that color.
Oh yeah. I would love to see that. And like they also have to put the logo like each logo has to have their color on there too, just because the NES's limits
Yep.
on the yeah. Oh gosh. So I still have not with the Cowabunga collection. I still have not beat the original game yet because I I'm trying to do it without doing save states and rewind function, but like I'm already able to get to level 3 without losing a turtle, so I'm proud of myself with that.
What's up next?
So yeah, so next we're going to be talking about we actually talked about this on Mike's show. Like, so if you want to hear Mike and I go into more detail about it, definitely check out his podcast. But we're going to be talking about the Ninja Turtles cross Power Rangers Funko Pop figures because at San Diego Comic Con they did Leo and Donnie, and now we have Mikey and Raph, and this is going to be a New York Comic Con exclusive.
Yeah, so we briefly talked about these on our show, but uh, it's kind of interesting that they're limiting these to only con exclusives. Um, it's
So
like for the unhelmeted versions,
right,
which I mean makes sense. I and we kind of expect that maybe they'll do uh, the helmeted versions as like regular pops. I don't
right.
know how pops work. I don't collect them enough to be in that world.
Yes,
Um,
yeah. I don't collect them enough to be in that world either. Because like I can't imagine that either Hasbro or Playmates is like, oh no, you can't sell these because this is going to compete with our market because they don't do vinyl figures. Um, but
yeah,
yeah, I, yeah. So I'm just wondering, like, because I mean, honestly, it would stink if like these, if like just generally this crossover thing is only limited to the actual conventions. But I just imagine like the helmets, as you said, I imagine the helmets are going to come uh, just regularly somewhere down the line.
and like they also haven't done April either. They've only done the four turtles
Right.
and Shredder.
Yeah. They've only done the four turtles and they've done Shredder. They haven't done April yet. And I mean, to be honest, like out of like everyone from the line, probably like April's like the least desirable. Just only because the only difference with her costume is that she doesn't have a skirt. And also like comic book April doesn't look a lot like the actual cartoon April too.
Yeah, like the Hasbro figure leaves a lot.
Yeah. No, I
But these are
definitely
pops, so those are totally different.
right, exactly. Yeah. No, you're definitely right about that. But I imagine after the convention, to be honest, like I can, I don't know why I can see like one of those like how like Target and during the holidays they have like that like month of pops like thing or something like that or another like collector convention kind of thing.
Yeah.
Maybe. I can see like maybe like because last year we that's like when we got like those graffiti turtles that I still think are like the nightmare fuel. Um, but like I can see them maybe this year they'll do the turtles with the helmets, with the Power Ranger helmets, and like even maybe even April, like even though April with a Power Ranger helmet is not gonna look like April. I can actually, you know what? Now I'm thinking about it, it would probably be better for April to be unmasked because how you're gonna tell that's April and not Kimberly or Kat?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But they should be there. They're going to be a 2 pack. You know, I know Anna. Anna's been liking these. She told me if I could track them down to get it for her. So if I find them, if I find a way to get them like at a reasonable price, I'll do it just for her. But if you guys like pop figures and you like the Ninja Turtles Cross Power Ranger comic, you know this is a perfect thing for you. Um, and like and also just note Mikey comes with his saber-tooth tiger nunchucks, and Raphael comes with his tyrannosaurus power sword size.
They are kind of cute.
I'll admit they're not as bad as some of the other pop figures I've seen, and
Yeah.
at least they have expressions, like because that my problem with like pop figures is like they have like the same dot eyes, and at least these they actually are like they actually have like an action face or something like that, and like they're not like just staring straight at you, and you're like, are you gonna like what are you gonna do to me, like kind of thing. But speaking of like if you remember a few weeks ago we talked about those U2's vinyl figures, and well, U2's has did another thing with Ninja Turtles that looks very similar to their vinyl figures, but these are plush dolls, and they have 5 of them, which are the Four Turtles and Splinter. And I guess this is U2's design, but they have like the closed, like happy eyes kind of thing.
And like these are super cute.
Yeah, these
I
are.
don't know if I don't know if I'd spend $30 on each one of them.
Yeah, that was like to be honest, that was my problem when I showed these to Anna. Like Anna was like, "Oh, I really like these." I was like, "Honey, they are $30 and they're only 9 inches tall."
I mean, granted, I've spent more on stupider things.
Yeah,
But
no. I spent I've been
plushies are kind of out of my wheelhouse now.
I mean, in this household, we have a lot of plushies. I'll say that, especially a lot more now that we have a child. Like like it's funny
Makes
because
sense.
yeah, when our son was first born, he was actually not a fan of dolls, and we're like, "What is wrong with you?" But now he loves them. I think we like covered his room enough with them that he had to he was either like he was like I have to force to like these or else or they're going to be nightmare fuel for me for the rest of my life.
Well, I mean, there you go.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what happened. But I did tell Anna, like even though like it's her least favorite character, but she thought it was the cutest. I will be getting a Splinter for her. Like that'll be like her like little it hopefully I don't think it comes by Christmas. I think they're supposed to come out in February, but it'll be her nice little like surprise, like after like after carrying a child for 9 months. That'll be her like reward. Well, she has more rewards than that, but the actual child is the reward. But like at least she has like something like cute to like that's not asking her for food every 5 minutes to look forward to.
All right,
Yeah, and so the last thing I
moving
want.
moving right along tonight.
Yeah, we are. We're just like going through. I mean,
Like we're professional news commentators.
exactly. Just giving them all the stuff they need. So the last thing we're going to be talking about is it's an announcement that came out about 2 weeks ago. I remember I touched about it in my DragonCon panel because it literally was announced like right before I was like making my stuff ready for the panel, and that is that Nickelodeon has announced that they are making a triple A Ninja Turtle game that'll be coming out in 2023.
Now,
Uh,
the image you're seeing is not of the game.
no, the image you're seeing is actually from Battle Nexus of the 2003 uh, GameCube game, which is amazing. It was also on a PlayStation and Xbox, but that was actually that's one of my favorite 2003 video games. Which Konami. I know you made the Cowabunga collection. Next year is the 2003 20th anniversary. It's a great time to do a It's Ninja Time collection.
I don't know. The Eat Feet collection.
Eat feet. You know what? Eat feet collection. Let's do that. That's a better one. Because I know none of your games they actually say that line because that line doesn't come up until fast forward, and then like it sticks with the show. But yeah, as for the AAA video game, we actually don't know much about it. The last console video game we got for Ninja Turtles was Mutants Manhattan, which I liked that game a lot. I know a lot of people did not like that game.
I love it a lot too. My best friend and I played it, and we still need to finish it.
Oh man, do you have it on
But
PlayStation 4?
I do.
You know,
So,
you know what? One day we got to play it online.
I think, yeah. So I think you, me, and him can get on it.
Yeah, exactly.
We
Yeah,
just need a fourth. So if you have a PlayStation 4 out there,
if you have a PlayStation 4 out there and you want to join on our Mutant Manhattan action, yeah, uh, I enjoy that game, and I'm actually looking forward to this one. What I'm really looking forward to the most with this one is that not only they announced this game, they also said that Playmates will be making action figures out of the characters based off this game as well.
so that's really exciting. So we don't really know anything else about this game just yet.
Right.
We don't know if it's going to be based on an existing version of Turtles, if it's going to be a new one. It's all kind of up in the air. We talked about it on Power Hour. I suggested maybe it might be tied in with the movie since it's got a 2023 release date. Jason was very adamant that it is
No.
not tied to that.
I'm very adamant it's not tied to that at all because there's no way like the producer of the movie and producers of the game are going to be able to do this like in tandem with each other because like
I mean, we don't know when production on this started. We don't
right.
know really anything. All we know is that it was announced
Right.
very recently.
Yeah,
We don't
right,
know how
right.
long it's been in production. We don't know what video game company is doing this AAA.
Right. At the same time, like I mean, I know Activision owns the license for Ninja Turtles video games, but we don't even know if it's even Activision.
No, they lost it.
Oh, they lost it. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that was why Mutants in Manhattan got pulled.
Oh, I didn't know.
No.
Oh, I thought.
Yeah, the only way to play Mutants in Manhattan is if you have a physical copy now.
Oh, I totally.
They got pulled like 8 months after it came out. That's why I bought it physically.
Oh, I thought it got pulled because of Platinum Games. Because like they had to pull all the Platinum Games because Platinum Games they lost the license for.
Oh no, they're just the developer.
Right. Okay.
But Activision couldn't publish any more Nick games.
Oh, okay. No, I actually did not know that. So wow, that's pretty interesting. So yeah. So now I'm just really curious at who's going to be producing this and everything, and who's actually going to be developing.
So that's going to be the big thing once we find that out. Hopefully we find that out soon.
Yeah.
2023 is only a couple months away.
Yeah. 2033 is not that far away. As I mentioned, like, today we both had a Nintendo Direct and a PlayStation State of Play. Neither of them mentioned anything about Ninja Turtles. I mean, I didn't expect any of them two, to be honest. Just because I imagine like once we get closer to a like a release window, we'll get something. Uh, me personally, I wouldn't be surprised if this is going to be like holiday 2023, or like maybe if it's as big as they are expecting it to be, it might even get pushed. Only reason I think they're going to have a tighter deadline is because of the action figure deal they're also doing with this, because obviously with you don't want to help Shang-Chi situation where you you have the action figures released and then like the sales bomb because there's no movie to go with it.
Yeah, I think they may be able to do it a little bit easier, but
Yeah, but yeah, once we find out more information, we'll definitely get we'll pass that along. But I'm actually really excited about this. This is like one like when they announced, I was like, oh, that's really cool. And I'm just saying this right now. I'm really hoping it's multiplayer because uh, to be honestly with me, the best way to play Ninja Turtles is multiplayer. That's what interests me the most with Shredder's Revenge. I have more memories with Shredder's Revenge playing with people than playing it by myself. So, you know, and also this is my selfish want. I'm hoping they can develop it where we can have multiplayer, but we can also have catch co-op, because that was my complaint about Mutants of Manhattan was like there was zero catch co-op with that
yeah.
game. Yeah,
And I
but
did a 3-hour interview with them. We had a good portion dedicated to that.
oh,
Uh,
nice.
and couch co-op was definitely considered, but got cut at the last minute because of Activision and Nickelodeon.
Ah, I can honestly see that because I mean me personally, like I really thought like because it was both released on PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4, I thought like, oh, maybe PlayStation 4 we can have like a little more power and have like a split screen kind of thing, kind of like how we did with Out of the Shadows. But I can see now that I can see now like Activision and Nickelodeon were like, oh no, we got to get this game out now.
Basically, they wanted it to come out with the movie Out of the Shadows. So
Oh yeah. Oh, that makes sense. I forgot I forgot that got released like around that time. Yeah, it was like, oh gosh, I think it was released a week after or before the movie. Now I'm thinking about it.
it was I think it was before because it came with a movie ticket for the movie.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're
That
right.
was one of the reasons I specifically bought it.
Yes, yes, yes. No, I I remember because Nolan North was also at MomoCon that year, and I think I brought my game to get him to sign it. And then he did sign it because he was Leonardo in that movie in that game. Sorry.
Yep.
Yep. But that is all we have for this week. I mean, I'm pretty sure like from now until like after like around Halloween time, where things are going to get lighter, and then like then we start getting the heavy stuff in, because like there's going to be all the holiday stuff, and like I swear like around holiday times, like when like playmates, like that's like when they start pushing in all their like, oh hey, we got a new retro collection, we got a new like me personally, I like the retro collections though.
I mean, me too. I haven't really bought any of them yet.
You just like it
Waiting for
when we
that
unbox it.
one. Waiting for that one to like if they do a retro box set of like the first variant turtles or the punk rock turtles.
That would actually be a good one. I would like that one. I I'm thinking like right now, like if we can get a retro set of the Channel 6 news team for the Toon line, I would actually be really happy with that one.
That would be really cool.
That would be. Yeah. So, as I said, the full audio podcast will be released this Thursday. We have special guest Kevin Eastman. It's going to be really fun. You guys will really enjoy it. Thank you, everyone who came in and listened. And till next time, guys. See ya.